for this event was just to connect avid cyclists with advocates, with community members, with seniors, with people with disabilities, without disabilities, with people, people with families, people that are individuals, and just so everyone can feel alone, or no one feels alone, sorry. But with that, the Journey of Hope has just walked in to join us in the Ability Experience. And we're also really grateful they're here. And they're just gonna do a quick intro and explain their program. They were here last year, but just kind of where they're from and their name and just one connection to the cause or one thing they want to advocate for people with disabilities. So, thank you.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having us here today. We are the Journey of Hope. We're biking from San Francisco on our way all the way to Washington, D.C., raising awareness, raising money, and just spending time getting to know people with disabilities and trying to make impact in the communities as we go. This trip has been going on for 30 some odd years now, and it's been a really cool thing to be a part of. So we'll just go through quick introductions of our team. My name is Ben Galbraith. I'm the project manager for this team. I'm from Seattle, Washington area. I graduated from Wake Forest in North Carolina. Fun fact about me is I live on an island, and my kind of connection to this industry, working with people with disabilities, I've spent the last 2 years as an adaptive ski instructor and really seen what outdoor access can do to individuals that might not typically have that, and it's been really cool to be able to provide that. You guys want to come up and make a line and do intros?
How many?
Alright, so hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Dylan Bell. I'm from Nantucket, Massachusetts, which is an island off of Massachusetts, basically. I go to University of Colorado Boulder. I'm going into my junior year, and I'm studying communications. One fun fact about me is this is my first time in California, and I'm loving it so far in the couple days we've been here. My connection to the Ability Experience and why I wanted to do the Journey of Hope. In high school, I worked with a group called Best Buddies for about 3 years, starting my sophomore year all the way through senior year, and I just love the feeling of everyone being so. I was very grateful to be able to work with kids that maybe weren't as fortunate and didn't have the same opportunities as a lot of my colleagues in high school did. So it felt really good to just be able to give them that opportunity and to continue doing that with the Journey of Hope. It's been a great experience so far, and I can't wait to do it for the rest of the summer.
Hi everyone, my name is Holden. I'm from Visalia, California. I'm going into my senior year at Oregon State University, studying sociology. Fun fact about me is I can speak Russian. And my connection to the Ability Experience is when I was in high school, I coached a kids soccer team with a group of kids with special needs, and I kind of really fell in love with it. Loved working with the kids in the community, helping to learn them, teach them how to play soccer, and it was really inspirational, and so thought might as well do Journey of Hope and get out there and spread that all over the country.
Hi everyone, my name's Charlie Taft. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I go to Miami, Ohio. Fun fact about me is that I am a member of I have 22 cousins, and I'm the oldest boy, so I've done a lot of babysitting in my life. My biggest connection, I'd say, to Journey of Hope is actually similar to Dylan's. I was a 4-year member of Best Buddies in high school, eventually becoming president of the organization my senior year. I fell in love with that whole process in my club about spreading awareness and really just treating people that you don't treat. It really changed my life, and hopefully this will too.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Cameron Geranius. I'm from Half Moon Bay, California. I just graduated from the University of Mississippi with a degree in journalism, gonna go study at a graduate program down at San Diego State in the fall. Fun fact about me is that my nickname is Cammy Tubes. I got that from playing in the Ole Miss Pride of South marching band as a tuba player. My connection to the disability cause, I first got involved back in my PE class, back in high school. I would exercise and run with one of the special needs students there. And since then, I've kind of begun to, as I've grown and continue to be involved with the disability community, I've come to appreciate the spectrum of disability, how it can affect everybody. You know, there's so many different kinds of disabilities and how it affects people in different ways. And I've really grown to appreciate how people deal with their disabilities and go through their day-to-day. And that's something that I look forward to learning more about on this trip.
Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Hoy. I'm from Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Oh yeah. I go to Boulder. I'm studying advertising. Fun fact about me, I went to 11 countries in Europe last summer, which was really cool. And the reason I did this trip was because I had a friend in high school and middle school, and we played basketball together, and he had autism. And my senior year, I set up this whole thing to get him in the game during senior night. And he got in, got a bucket. The crowd went wild, and it made his year to see him go down the court after making that bucket and being just like have the biggest smile on his face. If I could just do that this whole summer to impact as many lives as possible, yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Abba Brahman. I'm from Troy, New York, and I go to school at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, also in Troy, New York. One fun fact about me is that I'm multilingual. I speak English, Bengali, Hindi, and a touch of German. And my connection to the Journey of Hope would be my cousin. He's in the autism spectrum, and I wanted to dedicate this ride to him.
Hi everybody, my name is Brian Schutz. I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, but I just graduated in May from Iowa State University with a degree in mechanical engineering. Quick fun fact about me, I have 2 nieces and 1 nephew. They are adorable, and I am going to miss them this summer, but you know, they're always cheering me on, which is nice. I've been blessed with a lot of experiences with a lot of different people throughout my life, both able-bodied and disabled, and I've really come to enjoy just connecting with people and working with people all throughout my life. And so that's kind of the reason I'm here, just to give myself a chance to continue developing those connections and hopefully make an impact on the lives of people across the country before I park myself behind a desk for 40 years. So, yeah.
Hello, my name is Lachlan Worthington. I'm from Troy, Alabama, and I attend Troy University. I'm studying communications, and a fun fact about me is I'm an Eagle Scout, and the way I'm connected with the ability experience is through scouting. One of our scouts, his name was Julian. He was born with cerebral palsy, and he was the biggest, go-getter. He always had a smile on his face. He was funny. He was smart. He never gave up. And about 6 months before he got his Eagle Scout, we were moving from a special needs campsite to another one at Camp Alaflo, and that night there was a big storm, and they were in a tent, and a healthy 200-foot pine fell on him and hit him and 2 other scouts. And that night I saw 14, 15, 15-year-old kids pick up a healthy 200 pine, apply first aid, get him to a hospital, and he recovered and got his Eagle Scout.
Hey everyone, I'm James Nichols. I'm from Ohatchee, Alabama. I go to school at Jacksonville State University in Alabama, and I'm currently studying culinary and hospitality management. And a connection with the Billy experience is I used to, participate in a lot of church activities, a lot of church events, and we used to have like a lot of special needs events and just kind of working with people with disabilities, just kind of seeing their joy in their faces and how they are able to just do stuff, or how they are able to just fit in with us and just do things we can. And it's really, I guess just really kind of just seeing the joy in their faces and just kind of really getting to know their story and you know why we do this. The reason we do this is because we want, I guess, to just hear people's stories and just be able to fit in with everyone.
Hi, I'm Andrew Fix. I go to the University of Arizona. I'm studying marketing. Fun fact about me is I'm our philanthropy chairman at the University of Arizona for the Ability Experience. My connection to the Journey of Hope is my brother did it, and when I found out I was going to rush PICAP at Arizona, he immediately was like, you have to do Journey of Hope. It was one of the most unique, cool, life-changing, life-altering experiences I've ever had. So it was kind of a hard thing to say no to. It's a pretty good pitch, so I just really wanted to do it. So yeah.
What's up, everybody? I'm Zach Rosen. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I go to school at University of Colorado Boulder. I'm also the philanthropy chair, like Vic said, and my connection to the ability experience is a lot like Ethan's. My senior year of high school, we had a kid with autism on the team, and his dream was to always make it to the major leagues, but he was our scorekeeper. And on senior night, we arranged him to throw out the first pitch, and when we saw his face when he went out there and throw it, and the crowd also went wild, you know, it was just a moment I'll never forget, and I just want to spread that impact and awareness this summer, so I'm super excited to do that.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Vollmer. I'm from Syracuse, New York. I just graduated from the Rochester Institute of Technology in Rochester, New York this past May. Fun fact about me is that I lived in 3 different states before age 5. In terms of my connection to the ability experience and Journey of Hope, I don't really have a personal connection other than my school has a very big population of people that are deaf, and just seeing sometimes those people not be treated the way they should be, or you know, just kind of spreading that awareness. I wanted to expand that awareness to other disabilities and just spread positivity around America.
Hi everyone, my name is Hayden Wilson. I'm from Burlingame, California. I also go to CU Boulder. Fun fact about me is that I traveled around Africa for 2 months in 8th grade, studying real estate and finance. And the main reason I want to do JOH this year was it's a big thing in our chapter, and it sounded like an amazing experience. But also, one of my good family friends, Todd, did the same trip 30 years ago when he was in PICAP in Indiana. He happened to have a son with Down syndrome who I've really connected with over the last year. So I just want to, dedicate the ride to him and, continue spreading awareness and impact other communities.
Hey everyone, I'm Tanner Schmidt. I'm from the greater Philadelphia region. I go to school at Rensselaer Polytech Institute where I study biomedical engineering. I'm going into my junior year. A fun fact about me is that during my senior year of high school, I spent pretty much every day of the week, nearly, shadowing in a hospital where I saw all sorts of cool things, which kind of leads me into my connection with the ability experience. A few of those weeks we would be in off-site locations, and when I was in a physical therapy department, I came across a lot of people that had disabilities that they were going through sort of like physical rehabilitation to sort of get their movements back on track. And it kind of made me want to expand my horizons and see.
Hello everyone, my name is Tristan. I'm from Bend, Oregon. I go to school at Oregon State University studying mechanical engineering. One fun fact about me is that I can ride a unicycle, and my connection to the ability experience was last winter I participated in a Christmas pageant, helping put on my Christmas pageant for people with disabilities, and it was just really inspiring to see how dedicating a little bit of my time could impact so many lives around me. So this summer I really just wanted to share the love and inspiration as we go along. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Luke McGinley from Los Angeles, California, and I go to Cal Poly Pomona. Fun fact about me is I used to ride the highways on a bike powered by a lawnmower engine, and I'm still trying to figure out my connection to this organization. I kind of ended up here by luck of the draw. I'm a lot younger than everyone else, but one thing that's given me motivation is just us going to these places where there's disabled people and giving these people a chance to be included and like feel welcome, but they're usually just forsaken and forgotten about in institutions, hospitals, the streets. You know, it makes their day, and you can really tell.
Hello everyone, my name is Gabriel Sierra. I'm from the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area in Florida. I go to Florida International University in Miami. A fun fact is that I'm the first in my whole family to not grow up as a farmer. My connection to the ability experience, so I lived with my cousin for about 3 years, and he's deaf. He's really the only person in my life that has a disability that I have a close relationship with. And I just didn't really like to see the way that some people would treat him or like speak down to him. And it kind of made me realize that like, I also don't have too many other experiences with people with disabilities, and I just wanted to change the preconceptions that I had.
Hey y'all, my name is Matthew Wilkes. We're from the Atlanta, Georgia area. I go to University of North Georgia in Dahlonega, Georgia. It's about an hour north of Atlanta. Fun fact about me is I like to ski, so I hope to return to this area and in the winter and just have a good time here. My connection to the ability experience, both my mom and my older sister are first grade teachers. I was able to see work with a lot of those kids and be able to see just work with the special needs and disabled people. But something that's special about the ability experience is that you're able to advocate for people beyond K through 12. You're able to see that people of all ages struggle with a disability of some sort. So being able to advocate for that, I think, is very important.
Hello everybody, my name is Austin. I'm from Minnesota. I study biomedical engineering at Rensselaer Polytechnic. And fun fact about me is that I love cooking, especially steak, that's my favorite. And my connection to the ability experience, I had a lot of friends growing up who were autistic, and I used to play all kinds of games with them, Dungeons and Dragons especially. They loved that, and I really wanted to make more connections with people who do have disabilities, not just autism. And so I thought this trip was a great opportunity to do that and to bring joy to lots of other people.
Thanks for having us here today, guys. I'm Matthew Scott. I'm from Springfield, Illinois, and I go to the University of Illinois, and I study systems engineering. A fun fact about me is that I've played the drums since 3rd grade. The reason I'm here is because I have a cousin who was born with cerebral palsy, and he's just a really cool guy. The doctors told his parents that he wasn't going to make it for his first year of life, but now he's graduating college, so he's never given up, and I know if he could be out here spreading hope to people around the country, he would be, so I just want to do it for him.
Hello, my name's Ethan Vesley, and I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I go to school at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, studying finance. Fun fact about me is that one summer I had 8 jobs. My connection to the ability experience would be that when I was in elementary school, I was selected to be kind of just a member of a group called the Circle of Friends, where it focused on including people with disabilities and just giving them, or people to interact with, because where I went, they had separate classrooms for them, and they didn't get a lot of interactions with some of the other kids. So I kind of stayed in that group all the way through middle school, and then I transferred schools in high school, and I just got real busy with 9 jobs and a million other things. So when I finally came to college, and I found a fraternity that had a great philanthropy organization, and were just constantly helping others, especially those with disabilities, I knew that was the fraternity I wanted to join. And then as I got more and more involved, I learned about the Journey of Hope, and I just thought that was just such a great way to get back in touch with the person that I used to be with, helping others. And you know, at the end of the day, they end up helping you too.
Hey everyone, my name is Nick D'Angelo. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. And I go to Miami, Ohio, where I study business econ. Fun fact about me is that I'm fluent in Spanish, and my connection to this trip and the ability experience is that growing up I had a couple friends who had disabilities, and I always just tried to be as inclusive and kind as possible towards them. and anyone who might also be afflicted by a disability. And I've been able to continue that, my position as philanthropy chair of my chapter, where we go to the local elementary school every Friday and hang out with their disability department, do all sorts of fun activities, and just the experience of walking in and seeing how excited all the kids get. It's really rewarding because, you know, they've been looking forward to it all week. And so I've been hoping to continue to experience things like that along this trip, and also just really wanted to push myself this summer and do something unique where I could try new things, see new places.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tyler Murray. I'm from San Diego. I also go to Cal Poly Pomona. Fun fact about me is I've actually been to 21 states. And one thing that I would like to change is the reality in which people have preconceived notions about differently abled people. And I, really look back to the moment that I had the epiphany that growing up with family full of with people with different disabilities. And I remember being at a family camp with a lot of extended family, and two of my cousins had gotten into a little altercation. And I remember talking to my mom going, hey mom, I don't understand why Macy acts like that. And she kind of replied just saying, does Macy inherit any other characteristics of maybe a closer family member? And in that moment, it really hit me hard. It really made me think back to all the times that me and a family member would get in trouble and do the same things, but a punishment was more harsh for me. And I look back at that and a lot of other incidents where before I knew and before I understood how much it affected me as a person. And going forward, my goal is just to meet a new person every day, share an experience and learn about them. And I hope to do that more. And if I could do that for the rest of my life, then I'll be happy. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Sid Benjagood. I'm from Fremont, California. I went to the University of California, Merced, got a degree in psychology. I'm going back there for my master's for a degree in cognitive and information sciences. One fun fact about me, I'm a 99.8th percentile chess player, so there's only 0.2% of the world of chess players that are that much better than me. My connection to the ability experience is that I have this one pledge brother. His name is Chris Serrano. He is blind. He had cancer of the eyes when he had cancer in his eyes when he was 7, so he has 2 prosthetic eyes. He's the coolest person I've ever met. He's a political science major, so we call him Daredevil. He can get around our campus with absolutely no assistance needed. He's that's probably the brother I'm closest to in our chapter, and he was the first person to donate to my link for Journey of Hope, and I'm dedicating my trip to him.
Hi everybody, my name is Gavin Horridge. I'm from Eugene, Oregon, and studying bioengineering at Oregon State University. Fun fact about me is I love to ski, and I was first introduced to this cause last fall after I attended an ability camp where their goal is to basically allow access to experiences that people with disabilities would normally not get to experience. And after that, I just wanted to do as much as I could for the cause, and I decided to continue that by joining the Journey of Hope and spreading awareness and helping people with disabilities.
How's everybody doing? My name is Jackson Sherman. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm going to my junior year at the University of Wisconsin. I'm studying economics with a math emphasis. Fun fact about me, I'm a big snowboarder, and Palisades Mountain in Lake Tahoe is our family's go-to. So it's great to be here in the summertime for once. The weather's actually kind of nice. My connection to Journey of Hope, when I was in high school, I was a camp counselor for a small little camp for younger children with developmental and learning disabilities. And those summers were some of the most fun I ever had. It was like being a kid all over again running those camps, getting to hang out with everybody. And it was just so much fun getting to see the smiles I got to put on their faces by running, capture the flag and water balloon tosses. So now in college, I'm the current treasurer for our Best Buddies chapter. And instead of the counselor camper dynamic, it's fun to have a peer-to-peer dynamic and get to be a part of that kind of community. And the beauty of Journey of Hope now is I get to visit 30 different small communities and get a little window into what your guys' organizations are like, which is super awesome. I'm super happy to be here.
Hi everyone, thanks for having us. I'm Kai Shapiro, grew up in Reno, Nevada, just a short ways away from here. I go to the University of Utah studying mechanical engineering. Fun fact about me is that in Incline Village in the winter times, I am a snowboard instructor, and in the summer times, I lifeguard at the beach. Prior to coming to college, I didn't really have a connection to the ability experience. But when I became an associate member for Pi Kappa Phi, the older guys in my chapter kind of told me about how fun these ability camps and volunteering opportunities were. And I wanted to experience new things, so I signed up for one of those, went to it. Pretty life-changing experience for me, just seeing people's smiles, the joy on their faces. After that, I was hooked, and the ability experience has really kind of helped me realize how much of an impact collective action can have on a community and how much good that you can do when people are working together.
Everybody, my name is Chris Haynes. I'm from Houston, Texas. I go to Baylor. Fun facts about me is I'm double jointed in my thumbs, so that's kind of neat. My connection to the ability experience and Journey of Hope is mostly just how people in my fraternity and my chapter before me, alumni, have done it and told me that it's the best experience that they've had in their life, and that it was just a must-do for me, and that was a pretty good pitch. Just letting me be here, and so far they've been right. So that's about all.
Hi everybody, my name is Merritt Moody. I'm from pretty much close to the Savannah area of Georgia. I go to University of North Georgia, up near Atlanta, Georgia. Some things that made me close to this was when I was in high school, when I played football, we had an organization close to pretty much like Best Buddies, where they had people with disabilities come hang out with us during our practice and stuff, and then on the field when we played. And then I had a chapter brother who did Gear Up Florida, which is pretty much like this, but it's just in Florida, and it's only like 2 weeks. And he loved it the whole time, and so he recommended me and Matt to do crew for this summer. And so I hope to get out is just to get a better grasp on how different everybody's lives are and to help as much as I can. And then I also majoring in social and military science, and a fun fact about me is I've had about 20 plus stitches in my face. They all happened before I was in like 8th grade, so.
Thank you all for being here.